Yellow! How could I possibly even be talking about this right now? Like, this is like I'm dreaming. Pinch me. Girl. Oh my god. I met Lady Gaga. I am going into my 10th year of standing this incredible woman. Lady Gaga. Like, girl, 10 years is a long time. Gaga just happened to be in Toronto for the 6th and 7th of September. She was doing 2 sold out shows at the Air Canada Centre, girl. Air Canada Centre. That fills up, I think, like 20,000 people, maybe 30, girl. So, just like any other fan, I was like, I was destined to meet my queen. Oh, I just feel like my hair literally flipped up. I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? Am I going to wait outside the venue? Maybe she'll roll down her window in her car. Maybe I'll go to the hotel. I was like, oh my god, literally like I was having so much stress because I really wanted to see her. She hardly ever comes to Toronto. So maybe a week before her shows, the Toronto Film Festival was going to be that following weekend after her concert. Tiff was generous enough to be like, hey, listen, we're just gonna drop this on you. 5'2", we are premiering at the Toronto Film Festival. And guess what? Gaga is going to be there and she's also going to perform. So girl, I was like, concert who? Hotel who? Venue who? I am going to make sure I am front row and center at this premiere that is going to happen at the Toronto Film Festival, and I'm going to get my selfie. So the day after her show, this is September 8th. The night prior, the night after, I guess, the second sold out show at the Air Canada Centre, Tiff releases on their website, listen, not only is she going to be attending the red carpet at 6 p.m. on September 8th, the girl is going to be doing a press conference at 11:30 in the morning. So girl, I was like, sleep who? I was like, no, I need to be there, girl. I need to see her. Like, this is my queen. Like, 10 years. 10 years, girl. We're going into 10 years of standing this woman. So the press conference was in the morning. It happened at 11:30 a.m. She was going to be at this venue where they do kind of like anything movie related, and she was going to be answering questions about 5'2", her upcoming Netflix documentary. So I probably got downtown around, like I was in the city ready to do like my celeb hunting around 9 o'clock in the morning. I get to this movie venue thing around 9:30, so I'm 2 hours early. I get a decently good spot, however, I wasn't like where her car would pull up. I was kind of like, she would have to maneuver her way towards us. So the press conference was supposed to start at 11:30. Tell me why Gaga shows up at 11:30. Like, that is what you call fashionably late. Girl, nobody else can do that except for Gaga. So she comes out of her car around 11:30. She stops for, like I said, the front section, which was nearest to where her car would pull up. She quickly does like autographs, but she's like, it's not that she's hesitant when it comes to autographs. She would prefer to do the selfies because she knows that aside if you maybe have like her vinyl or her album or something, she would sign that. Obviously she would know you're a fan, but she tends to stop more for selfies because she knows that's what the fans want. So here is the first video of her arriving, kind of doing her little autograph picture selfie, interacting with the fans. Oh man. Oh my god. Yes, queen! After she does kind of like the front section, she does maybe like the line, I'm gonna say maybe 20 people she like takes selfies and like signs for. She heads into the press conference. So the press conference was actually live on YouTube. My friend and I, Tim, I love you babe. We were waiting for her and we're watching the press conference live, and she's like so emotional as she's speaking about it. She's like crying in the press conference. Me and Tim are like, oh my god, like this is like we just want to be in there watching her. So we're watching it live, and then all of a sudden, boom, it shuts off, girl. The conference is done. She comes out literally as soon as the press conference finishes. It's like, it finished, not even 5 minutes later, the girl was out. Everybody was like, Gaga, yes, yes, yes. But me, the girl standing next to me, and then my friend Tim, we were like, okay, how are we going to get her attention? Because obviously we're just going to blend into the crowd if we continue to say Gaga, 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 Gaga. So we're like talking, we're like, okay, we should probably like maybe sing one of her songs because then she'll know like there are true fans here. We were like, okay, we can't sing Poker Face, we can't sing Bad Romance, we can't sing Telephone. Those are such generic radio songs that she has kind of like left in the past. She still does perform them, but I think she's focusing more on her new album, Joanne. All of us were like, okay, what's a song where the chorus can be kind of repetitive? We could just continue to say it. So we were like, Sinner's Prayer. But the chorus is very like easy to remember and it's very repetitive. So we were like, let's do that because then we could just sing and sing and sing up until she maybe hears us, waves, or comes over. So we start to sing. We're like, hear my sinner's prayer, I am what I am. She starts coming over to us. Girl, and guess what? She takes a selfie with me. She did, like, within my section, she did nobody. Like, she did no selfie. She was, like, kind of just saying hi because it was, like, a lot of people, so she didn't want to, like, make it feel unfair. So she takes a picture with only me and Tim. Literally, like, that's when you know the truths are in the front row, girl. That's when you know we are singing her lyrics, we are screeching, we are belching, and she takes a selfie with us. So let me insert my selfie at the press conference. Here are some videos around my section and when she was coming down the line, so you guys can kind of see like what the vibe was. Yes, queen!
Oh my god, Dad, what is that? What?
Yes!
Yes, queen! Yes!
Okay. Hear my sinner's prayer!
I am what I am, and I don't want to break the heart of any other man but you. Hear my sinner's prayer! I am what I am, and I don't want to break...
Gaga,
Mama,
Gaga,
Mama,
please, Gaga,
Gaga, please, Mama, Gaga, Mama, please, Joanne, please, Joanne, please.
Okay, press conference finishes. We're like, we have 6 hours up until the premiere. What do we do with them? Premiere starts at 6. So me and Tim, it was only Tim and I at this point, so we were like, let's go kind of to the side of the building where she would have to pull up. So that way, because she always sits in the front seat, so we could at least say hi, wave at her. As soon as we saw like a bunch of her black cars, SUV Escalade things coming up, we were like, the queen has arrived, because there was literally maybe like 5 or 6 of them. So we're running with the cars. We're like, okay, let's try and get a good like spot, because there's this new thing happening at the Toronto Film Festival where you need fan zone passes. You go early in the day, you grab a wristband, and then eventually you come back and you get a spot in this fan zone. Girl, I had no time for that. I was like, no, it's too busy in Toronto. I have no time to go pick up a damn wristband. So I was like, I'm gonna make sure to maneuver my way into the crowd and push people aside so I'm front row center at that damn barricade. So Gaga arrives around 5:30, girl. We were like, oh my god. So I kind of like, Tim was lost in the crowd. I lost him at this point, girl, from all that running. I was like, Tim, girl, I will meet you at the end. So I found a good spot where I could be like, move to the basics who were watching, and I could get my queen. So she arrives around 5:30 wearing this like very, very colorful, it almost looked kind of like the cover of the documentary, like the colors, and these like latex leather boots, like feel, and it was all custom made by her sister Natalie. So I made it 2 minutes before her arrival into kind of like where the barricades were set up. Where I kind of feel bad because there were people who were waiting hours. Like I know there were people waiting hours, and I kind of just like scrammed my way through. I was watching her on the red carpet, but as I'm on this barricade, I'm like, yes! Like screaming so embarrassingly, but I was like, I don't care because girl, this is my queen. And she was only stopping for people who looked like fans. She was hardly doing the autograph thing. That's what I noticed. I felt like she was doing more like, hey, like walking, posing. Keep in mind, like she was walking the street. King Street was closed off for her in Toronto. Walking it, girl, like it was Victoria's Secret runway show. She was literally like, and everybody, all the freaking basics who just like were watching, were just kind of standing there like staring. I was like, okay, irrelevant, who? I was like, yes, queen. And so I started to call her Joanne. Keep in mind, at the press conference, my friend Tim started to call her Joanne as well, and he kind of, and I think that's how he managed to get his selfie. So she's walking, I'm like, Joanne, queen, yes, Joanne. She like looks over. Tell me why she starts walking towards me. Literally, she starts walking towards me. I'm like, oh my god, nobody else is calling her name. Walks towards me. So I point the camera towards the sun, because obviously if I pointed the other way, the picture would be kind of like, it would be like a shadow, whereas this way, like we get the beautiful sun, like sunset, because it's 6 p.m., right? And she's like posing, and she's like looking at the picture, and she's like blinking as it was so sunny, and I had my shades on, keep in mind. And then our selfie happens. It literally happens. I will insert the selfie at the premiere, at the red carpet premiere here. By me saying Joanne the whole time, I was standing out from those who were just calling her Gaga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's calling her Gaga, and then there's this one person calling her by her new album name. Obviously, that's going to, like, be like, oh my god, right? Like, she's gonna be like, there's somebody who knows what Joanne is. So I will kind of insert a video here of her doing the, like, walking King Street, because my friend actually, Chrissy, girl, hi baby, got a awesome video of her, like, literally walking it like it's a damn runway. So I will insert that here.
She's posing here. Jeez! Oh my god! I'm living!
That's my experience of how I met my queen. Love it. Girl, go buy Joanne on iTunes. For anybody who's watching me, girl, if anybody's ever watching me, I will talk to y'all in the next video. T2YLs.